The Nelson Mandela Bay Municipality says projects aimed at improving the water infrastructure are taking shape. It's committed to completing a number of these by the end of March. The municipality is facing a severe drought crisis with dam levels just above 12%. Today, the St. George's Wellfield borehole will be officially connected into the water system, and that's where we find Newzroom Afrika's Siphosethu Booi, who joins us now. Siphosethu, good morning to you. The municipality in Nelson Mandela Bay, it's no secret, it has been facing a supply crisis. In fact, it's been a crisis for a while, this drought situation. How are things going relating to this borehole that is being connected today?
Well, Polly, you make mention of the fact that the water crisis in Gqeberha has been going on for a long time, 7 years to be exact. And of course, we saw last week some areas of Gqeberha, including Fairview, Warmer Township, and also Central, were without water for a good week due to the issue of just the power supply as far as water, that reservoirs are connected to the boreholes, that we saw many water trucks now being distributed to some of these areas that were without water. And just on Saturday, there was a substation that exploded in some of the areas of Motherwell that was in Kucha IDZ, where close to 15 customers there were out of electricity, and the entire 60 wards of Motherwell were without water. And the estimated price of money that would cost the municipalities plus minus 40 million rands. So just behind us now is the borehole project that was set to be completed by the end of this month, which is March. And we do know that today it is going to be officially opened. It will be supplying water to some of the areas of Gqeberha. I'm joined now by Mr. Tzadzir, who is the Water and Distribution Director. Mr. Tzadzir, one more time, thank you very much for your time this morning. Please speak to us about the importance of the issue of water supply and just where we are currently sitting as far as the water crisis is concerned, just before you speak to us about the opening of this particular site today.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity. As you have actually rightfully pointed out, we are experiencing drought. Probably this is our 8th year actually to counting. And I think the issue about water mix, augmenting our supplies from surface water is very important. And I think we have taken the diversification route of actually adding boreholes into our bulk water reticulation system. This is one of the projects that we will be launching today. Obviously, we finished actually equipping the boreholes and putting up rudimentary treatment plant around end of February 27 to be exact. And today, it's one of our flagship projects that we'll be launching. And I think we are quite excited. We're going to actually reduce the impact of drought going into the future, and we are building resilience for the water city going forward.
Please talk to us about the substation in Motherwell that exploded and just how the issue of load shedding has also impacted the use and also just the supply of water and electricity in some of these areas of Gqeberha.
No, obviously I think in us moving water around in the city, we require power, we require electricity. And I think over the couple of days we have actually seen electrical failures within our reticulation grid. One, you've mentioned the explosion that happened at Motherwell Power Station. At this point in time, we are still investigating. I think there's a big suspect that there was forced entry on that power station, and eventually that actually resulted in an explosion. Obviously, it did disrupt our water pumping at Motherwell Pump Station, and I think for 2 hours or so without electricity. But however, we recovered soon after, and I think quite a lot of respect to our water, to our electricity colleagues that actually managed to restore that electricity through other feeds. And I think we continue to monitor developments around electrical failures, and it's one of our huge risks. And I think the response, therefore, we are actually equipped to react quicker and actually deal with them as they happen.
And the estimated amount of money to recover or to also just repair that particular substation, I understand, is plus minus 40 million rand?
Yeah, obviously, I think investigations are still continuing. 40 million is a tentative figure now, but there are also consequential costs, associated with loss of electricity, which obviously, customers that are linked to that substations are actually losing. And obviously, at the end of the investigation, the quantification of the real costs going to come to the fore, and I think we'll communicate that.
And also the issue of safety, Mr. Tsatsiri, if we're speaking about vandalism and also forced entry, then this means that there needs to be more security that's deployed in some of these substations, including the water utilization projects like this one. Speak to us about the measures in place that the municipality will have to protect, of course, the substations, including the boreholes, just to move away from the issue of such destructions that are caused by human failure.
I think one of the biggest interventions which we have now embarked on as a metro is to provide, private security in most of our strategic installations. We have seen, and if you've seen Motherwell, Stanford Pump Station, as well as this current infrastructure that we're going to be handing over. They're going to be private security that's going to be deployed to monitor, and actually, keep these assets safe 24/7. And I think we are hoping that, the community as well are going to assist us in this regard. But I think, the metro is actually investing quite a huge resources ensuring that there is security, in each and every strategic asset in the city.
Joseph Tsatsiri, thank you very much, sir, for your time. Water Distribution Director, Booi, speaking to us just about the power station that actually exploded on Saturday in the area of Motherwell, affecting close to 15 customers at the Gucha IDZ here in Gqeberha. We're still waiting for the mayor to get here so that the media briefing gets underway, Booi.
Siphosethu, Booi, thank you very much.